Howdy, Miss Farrell. My name is Marshal Ron Anderson, at your service. I understand you're new to Silver Dollar City, and it would be my honor to show you around.
Well, you can call me Gail, Marshal, and I do accept your kind invitation. You know a girl can't be too careful when she's all alone here in a mining town in the 1880s.
Well, you sure are the prettiest gal I've ever seen in this town, and I'd be pleased to call you Miss Gail. 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 Gail, wake up. We've got a show to do.
Oh, Marshal. Ron. It's so historically authentic here at Silver Dollar City. I got lost in the past for a minute.
Well, we don't have time for the past. We have to say hello to the folks out there in the audience and tell them about the Lawrence Welk show that they're about to watch. You've got to concentrate on what we're doing today.
Yeah, he's right as usual. The present time is much more exciting anyway for the Welk musical family, performing together again at the Champagne Theater here in Branson. It's a real tribute to Mr. Welk, the man who started it all so many years ago.
Now, Gail was certainly on the right track, though. We are going to get lost in the past on this program. It was the premiere broadcast of the 27th season of the Lawrence Welk Show. And believe me, there was the electricity of an opening night in the air.
From Hollywood, we bring you the season premiere of the 27th year of the Lawrence Welk Show. And now your musical host, Maestro Lawrence Welk.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. What a great pleasure. Greetings, friends, and welcome to our first show of the new season. We're so honored and grateful to be starting our 27th year on national television. And here's a very appropriate opener. That's entertainment. Thank you all so very much. Two of the most talented and popular singers we've ever had on our show are here with us to start their 12th year with our musical family. Ladies and gentlemen, Guy and Ralna.
I bless the day I found you. I want to stay around you, and so I If you must cling to someone now and forever, let it be me. Each time we meet, love, I'll find complete love. Without your sweet love, what would life be? So never leave me lonely. Tell me you love me always, and that you'll always let it be me. Each time we meet, love, I find complete love. And without your sweet love, what would life be? So never leave me lonely. Tell me you love me only, and that you'll always let it be me.
And what a beautiful studio audience. Ladies and gentlemen, it's always a joy to give talented youngsters a break and watch them develop. And during the coming year, we hope to bring you more promising performers. Right now, a great accordionist we found back in 1949, and another fine young man we discovered a couple of years ago. South Dakota's Myron, Floren, and North Dakota's Joe Schmidt. Take it away, fellas.
Okay, 1, 2.
The story of how all of this got started is a great one. On this spot in the 1500s, the Osage Indians discovered an underground wonder that we know today as Marble Cave. It was open to visitors in the mid-1880s and attracted a small but steady stream of tourists.
Then the Herschend family bought the tourist attraction in 1949, before I was born. And their promotional ingenuity changed things in a hurry. They held square dances in the cave's gigantic cathedral room, and the number of visitors a year went from 5,000 to 50,000. They never dreamed that their small cave tour was the beginning of a phenomenon that would change Branson forever.
That's probably exactly how it was when Lawrence Welk was getting started in television. I'm sure he never dreamed that television would change people's lives the way it did. and that his program would be watched for 4 decades.
Now, thanks to public television, the Welk Show is going to be around for a lot longer, too, setting TV records for longevity. This program, as Ron told you earlier, is a landmark of sorts. It was the first show of the 27th season, October 1981.
Television viewers had been watching political commercials, platform speeches, and the Republican and Democratic conventions, so they were ready for some good, wholesome entertainment.
I'll say, we put on our fanciest gowns, brushed off the guys' tuxedos, and got ready for another season of learning new numbers, rehearsals, costume fittings, and taping.
And we were always charged up after our summer vacations, and you can see it on our faces. And who was the happiest to get back to work?
You guessed it, Mr. Lawrence Welk himself.
Friends, it was indeed a lucky day for all of us when I discovered this next charming lady at our restaurant in Escondido a few years ago. And here is lovely Anacani.
Is it you cannot find romance? Oh, you can in Yucatan. Is it your feet that will not dance? Oh, you can in Yucatan. And if a girl smiles at you, but you're not able to come through, amigo, take a trip to where you can. In Yucatan, if a guitar you never play, don't be a sad American, for you will have a serenade. Any place in Yucatan, you think that Adam had it nice. Why, all he had was paradise. Can you do better? Yes, you can in Yucatan. Échale! Lindo capullo de alelí, si tú supieras mi dolor, correspondieras a mi amor y calmaras mi sufrir, porque tú sabes que sin ti la vida es nada para mí. Tú bien lo sabes, capullito de alelí. Por eso yo te canto a ti, lindo capullo de alelí. Dame tu aroma seductor y un poquito de tu amor, porque tú sabes que sin ti la vida es nada para mí. Tú bien lo sabes, capullito de alelí. Can you do better? Yes, you can in Yucatan. In Yucatan!
Thank you all so very, very much. What a beautiful studio audience. We're really proud of all the wonderful musicians in our band. For example, our sensational clarinet man, Henry Cuesta. Let's enjoy Henry and the song, Stranger on the Shore.
Isn't he wonderful? Thank you very much. Our singers and dancers now get together for a familiar song as they recall a memorable scene from one of Hollywood's great movies.
I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling, I'm happy again. I'm laughing at clouds so dark up above. The sun's in my heart and I'm ready for love.
Let the stormy clouds chase everyone from the place. Come on with the rain, I've a smile on my face.
I'll walk down the lane with a happy refrain and singing, just singing in the rain. Stormy clouds chase everyone from the place. Come on with the rain, I've a smile on my face. I'll walk down the lane with a happy refrain and singing, just singing in the rain.
Boy, what a great number. And you had a nice little solo in there, Gail, and you look just as pretty as ever.
Well, thank you, and I loved you in that hooded slicker.
Why.
Weren't the dancers wonderful? Whenever they rehearsed, I'd just stand there wishing I knew how to tap dance, too.
Well, you know, the closest I ever came to dancing was the marching band, as you know only too well, oh dancing partner of many years.
And I was taking piano lessons instead of going to dance class. But Jack Imel, who was the Welk show choreographer, taught us all the right moves, didn't he, Ron?
Well, he sure did. And Jack never fails to
No.
help me out. In fact, at our tribute over in Nashville, he gave me a pointer or two on the time step. And he's still dancing up a storm just the way he did in that last number. Hey, singing in the rain, dancing up a storm. What do you think of my little literary quick step, Gail?
I think it's time to quick step back to the show before our first time as host is also our last.
Bob Ralston and Joe Livoti set the stage for Joe Feeney to bring you a song that is always high on our request list.
It was fascination, I know, and it might have ended right then at the start. Just a passing glance, just a brief romance, and I might have gone on my way, empty-hearted. It was fascination, I know, seeing you alone with the moonlight above. Then I touched your hand, and next moment I kissed you. Fascination turned to
Our very popular dance couple, Bobby and Elaine, are experts at all kinds of dances, but they're especially fond of Latin rhythms. Here they are with an exciting samba. Bobby and Elaine. George Case has done a wonderful job for us for many, many years. He's largely responsible for keeping our band at such high level of perfection. George conducts his own arrangement of Malaguena.
Gail, good. I want you to meet Steve Miller. He's a blacksmith here at Silver Dollar City. He works here every day,
Yeah?
and he demonstrates how they used to make ornamental iron and tools back in the 1880s.
Well, hi. It's nice to meet you,
Nice
Steve.
to meet you too, Gail.
Fantastic. How'd you learn to do blacksmithing?
My dad and granddad were both smiths, and it's been in our family since around the turn of the century.
Wow.
Now, you learned from your family, or did you go to smithy school, or did you learn on the job? Or
I learned a lot of things from them, and I learned a lot on my own, too. I've been doing it now for about 30 years.
Well, you sure started young.
Well, what'd you bring along, Steve?
I brought some iron roses here.
Oh, my
Would you look
goodness.
at
We
this?
make these at the
That is
blacksmith shop here.
pretty.
This is really something. Now, you made these with your own hot little hands.
Yeah, I made these.
Yes. Well, how long does it take to make something like this?
It takes about 2.5 hours.
You know what is so great is not only are you preserving an early American craft here, but you're also carrying on a family tradition.
You know,
Something in it.
that's right. And you know, the Welk family is like that. They're on the third generation of men helping to run the company. The Lawrence Welk legacy definitely lives on.
Yeah, and speaking of legacies, one of the American traditions that Mr. Welk almost single-handedly kept alive on television was the music of the big band era. Nearly every week, he'd include a 40s-era song in the show, arranged and played, of course, in big band style.
And I really love those numbers, and they'd even make me feel like dancing. And the dancers in our studio audience would really crowd the floor when they hear those great old songs.
Well, you can bet that on our first show of the season, there had to be one. So which one do you think Mr. Welk chose?
Well, let me think now. Which one would he have been in the mood for?
Back to our season's premiere with a salute to the big bands. This will be a weekly feature of our show this year. Our salute this evening goes to one of the most popular bands of all time, the great Glenn Miller. Before organizing his own band, Glenn played with Ben Pollock, the Dorsey Brothers, and Ray Noble. And here's one of Glenn's biggest hits, In the Mood. Gentlemen, 1 and 2 and...
Lawrence Welk and the Champagne Music Makers. And don't forget to be with us next week for another salute to the big band. You know, one of the fringe benefits of my job is the privilege of introducing some very talented people. And it's always a special pleasure to bring you this popular twosome, Norma Zimmer and Jimmy Roberts.
I give to you, and you give
Thank you. We're so very, very happy the way these next 4 youngsters have developed and the way you folks have accepted them. Let's enjoy the Aldrich sisters and the Otwell twins.
Sometimes when I'm down and all alone, just like a child without a home, the love you give me keeps me hanging on, honey. All I ever need is you. You're my first love, you're my last. You're my future, you're my past. Loving you is all I ask, honey. All I ever need is you. Winters come and they go, and we watch the melting snow. Sure as summer, fall, or spring, all the things you do give me a reason to build my world. Some men follow rainbows, I am told. Some men search for silver, some for gold. I have found my treasure in your soul, honey. All I ever need is you. Without love, I'd never find a way through ups and downs of every single day. Sleep at night until you say, honey, all I ever need is you. All I ever need is you.
Would it sound too corny if I said that's the way I feel about you, Gail?
Well, not to me it wouldn't. I don't know about the audience. Hey, maybe it's a good time to tell these folks a little bit about ourselves. What do you say?
Good idea.
Ron and I met in an acting class. We got married in 1979. We have twin daughters, Erin and Lauren, and now we live in Nashville.
Now, Gail is a dynamite musician, singer, composer, arranger, and she works in the recording industry.
Ron is an actor, television show host, and he just got his black belt in karate. In fact, he's a teaching assistant at one of the largest martial arts schools in the South. You don't want to mess with this guy, you know?
Our daughter Erin is also a black belt. In fact, she got her black belt before I did. Lauren is a gymnast and competes statewide with the United States Gymnastics Federation. And I'm sure you folks will remember my 2 sons, Grant and Jonathan. Now, Grant is now married, and he works as a producer's assistant at Warner Television in Hollywood. Jonathan is finishing up his college degree in business and marketing.
Ron and I work together, of course, locally and on the road. He's the announcer, comedian, musical conductor, and also, incidentally, my singing partner.
Gail does great solo numbers, plays the piano, and has been known to do a raucous impersonation of Joanne Castle.
Hey, don't tell him all my secrets now. We got some work to do. Right now, as Mr. Welk is about to say,
on with the show.
On with the show and an act that should recall memories of vaudeville. The talented team of Delo and Duncan.
You see you got the count going, don't you, Arthur? Delo and Duncan. I tell you, every street's a boulevard in old New York. Every street's a highway of your dreams. Why, it's the thrill to shop on 34th Street or down in Union Square. I like the people you meet on Mulberry Street. Have you ever been there? I tell you, every street's a boulevard in old New York. So keep smiling and you'll never wear a frown. Just remember there's the east side, hey, the west side, the uptown some dance lessons.
Wasted.
Jealousy can eat you alive. Here you go, watch it.
Poetry in motion.
I'll get a little mild in here. I'm getting mild in there. Have you ever been there? Here we go now. Okay, higher. All the way up there. I think he's getting fit. There's the...
Thank you all so much. Just a year ago, the trio of Gail, Ron, and Michael made their first appearance on our show. They proved to be a tremendous asset to us. And here they are with the very first song they sang for me.
And I love you so. The people ask me how I've lived till now. I tell them I don't know. I guess they understand how lonely life has been. But life began again the day you took my hand. And yes, I know how lonely life can be. The shadows follow me, and the night won't set me free. But I won't let the evening get me down. Now that you're around me. And yes, I know how lonely life can be. But shadows follow me, and the night won't set me free. But I won't let the evening get me down. Now that you're around
It was really fun singing with Michael, wasn't it, Ron?
Oh, it sure was. And I miss seeing Mike every week, but we still keep in touch. Why don't you tell him how the trio actually came about, Gail?
Okay. I was singing with Sandy and Mary Lou when Sandy left the show to be a full-time mom. Well, that sort of left me floating around, and I decided to get something organized on my own.
Now, Mr. Welk really liked to have people come to him with ideas for new acts, but he wanted the acts to be ready to go, not just good ideas. So Gail had a lot of work to do.
Secretly, I got together with my talented husband and Michael Redman, one of the top tenors in Los Angeles. And boy, we rehearsed like crazy. Then one rainy morning at 8 o'clock, the time Mr. Welk liked to do business, we went to his office and surprised him with our trio. In fact, singing the very same song you just heard on this show.
And I'll never forget that. He sort of got tears in his eyes, and he said, "That's the best blend I've heard in years." Well, he promised then and there that we could have a guest spot on the show as soon as possible. And, I mean, we were all so excited, all we could do was kind of mumble, "Thanks."
We actually got more mail than any new act in the history of the show, and he gave us a regular spot soon after that. And now here we are, still doing our thing together. What do you have to say about that, Ronald David?
I say, thanks again, Mr. Welk.
It's been a long time since Ralna had a solo on our show. Let's do something about that right now. Ralna, you're on.
Sometimes it's hard to be a woman, giving all your love to just one man. You'll have bad times, he'll have good times, doing things that you don't understand. But if you love him, you'll forgive him, even though he's hard to understand. And if you love him, be proud of him, 'cause after all, he's still your man. Stand by your man. Give him 2 arms to cling to, and something warm to come to when nights are cold and lonely. Stand by your man and show the world you love him. Keep giving all the love you can. Stand by your
Beautiful song, and Ralna is sounding better all the time. Well, as you might expect, Mary Lou and Jack have been busy working up something special for this season premiere. And this evening, I think you folks may be in for a little surprise. Let's watch and listen.
Hi, Kathie. Hi. Hey, did you have a good summer? Sure did. I went back home to Wisconsin. I even took some dancing lessons.
Oh, dancing lessons yet? Say, that's why you've been watching our routine.
Yep. Hey, would you mind if I joined in?
Well, sure. Let's see just how much they taught you back there.
Yeah. Hit it, George. Let's make the scene and get ourselves back in the old routine. Gee, it's great to start all over, back in the old routine. To live my life in fields of clover, back in the old routine. Give me my old straw hat and a double truck, and down the avenue we'll go. Folks passing by us, we'll stop and eye us.
And there will be more all calling encore. We'll walk in a wonderful glow.
Gee, the joy to be there plugging, back in the old routine. You're up, you're down, you're in there slugging, back in the old routine. Oh, give me the dance, the razzmatazz, and we'll tread on heaven's scene. Back in the old routine.
Jack and girls, that was very, very nice. Friends, I could say a lot of nice things about being back for our 27th year on television. But I believe I can sum it all up in one word. It's wonderful. Gentlemen, a 1 and 2 and a...
Wonderful, marvelous, marvelous, you should care for me. Awful nice, paradise, what I love to see. You make my life so glamorous, glamorous.
Wonderful. That's the way we feel about our years on the Lawrence Welk television show.
And all the years since, working with the great Welk musical family right up to now, here in Branson.
We hope you enjoyed the Lawrence Welk premiere show of the 27th season.
And our premiere as hosts of one of the Welk programs on public television.
Yeah.
We had a lot of fun, and we hope you did too.
You know, Marshal Ron, this 1880s village makes me feel sort of old-fashioned and romantic.
Why, Miss Gail, ma'am, I'd be rightly pleased to take you on a little stroll around Silver Dollar City.
Well, why, Miss Marshall, you are the most charming and delightful man I ever met.
Why, thank you, Miss Gail. Shall we? Good
Good
night.
night.
Hey.